everything right, it was you and me.
Hello everyone, my name is 𝓲𝓬𝓤𝓚 and welcome back to my channel, or two if you are new. And for today's video, we are doing a little book haul. I actually, while gathering all these books, I did not realize how many books I've gotten recently. Also, if you have watched my book on haul, you would know that I tried to be on a book buying ban. I low-key still am on one, but I decided to make the exception that if I've read the book before, then I can buy it. But yeah, I'm trying so hard not to purchase more books. I'm also going to be starting a series called Can I Beat the Clock, where I try to read all of my physical TBR by the end of 2021, and I am really nervous because I'm already behind. I did film the intro to one of them and I just have to read the books now, and for some reason I can't bring myself to do it. But I'm super excited for that video to come out and for this series to actually take off. I need to complete my physical TBR by the end of 2021, or else I'm a little bit stressed. Anyways, I have been doing some book shopping, so I'm going to show you guys the books I got. I also have been visiting little free libraries, as well as some books that PR companies have sent to me, so there's that. And also, I want to say the amount of books I got from the little free library is a lot. Trust me, I give back any book that I'm not interested in reading anymore. I will go and bring it to a little free library if I take anything. So trust me, I give back 1000%. I do not just take, but because the amount that I got at a little free library is kind of startling. But also keep in mind, this haul is from the past 3 months. So everything that I've got from January, February, and March now. So that's it. That's my disclaimer for this video. And without further ado, let's get right into it. So we're going to start off with books that I have purchased myself. For the very first one, we have My Year of Rest and Relaxation by Tessa Moshbag. I recently read this, got it from the library, and I was obsessed, and this is probably my favorite book of the entire year, if not of all time. I love this book so much, and I needed to own it physically, so I got it. I'm just so obsessed with the pink. It's so beautiful. If you don't know what this is about this girl. She's unnamed. She's an unnamed narrator, and it takes place in the year 2000. And this girl, she gets out of college, she has no direction in her life, and she is severely depressed. She decides that she wants to spend a year sleeping to drugs and wake up a new person with a new outlook. And she has it's really interesting seeing her relationships with different people. Both of her parents have died. She has a best friend who she doesn't even really like, and they're kind of bad for each other. She also has this ex-boyfriend who's incredibly toxic, and then you see her relationship with her psychiatrist or therapist. It's not a good psychiatrist or therapist. She enables her pill popping and drug taking and drug usage and her wanting to sleep all the time. And honestly, this was just super fun. Obviously, this book has the potential of making you feel really bad. I just felt kind of I was interested in the story, but I was reading reviews and people did not seem to like this. So if it seems like something that you'd like, pick it up. If not, I totally understand. You are not hurting my feelings if you did not like this book, but I love it. And Tessa Moshbag has become one of my favorite authors now, so I had to buy it. Next books that I picked up were Take a Hint, Dani Brown and Act Your Age, Eve Brown. So I already read Take a Hint, Dani Brown, loved it so much, had to get it physically. And then also, obviously, Act Your Age, Eve Brown has recently come out, so I had to pick it up. I was like, might as well. They look so good together with Chloe Brown. You can't see her, but she's over there somewhere. But I love them. I love Take a Hint, Dani Brown. I'm so excited to dive into Act Your Age, Eve Brown. I hear it's like a grumpy sunshine situation. So apparently he's super grumpy and she's just like this sunshine that we've seen in the other books, and she's super fun and crazy. So I'm intrigued and I'm ready for it. The cover is beautiful as always, and I love it. Okay. The next book that I bought for myself is The Ravens by Cass Morgan and Danielle Paige. I am about halfway through this book, and this is probably going to be one of my favorite books of the entire year. This is actually a YA sorority witch type of book. It's basically like a sorority full of witches. They call themselves a coven. Coven in the house is obviously on a college campus, and they're all enrolled there. It's super fun, super crazy. If you like reading about witch stuff, get yourself this book because it's just so fun. The book follows two girls, Scarlett and Vivi. Vivi is this girl who has never stayed in a place for long. She's always on the move because of her mom. Her mom gets a bad feeling and they have to leave. and her mom was actually a tarot card reader. Vivi has grown up thinking that was like complete BS her entire life. And then we also have Scarlett. Scarlett has known she's a witch. She's grown up with witches, and she has super high expectations for herself, and her parents put that on her as well. And basically she is running to be the president of the sorority, and Vivi here, she just entered the sorority, and Vivi might ruin things for Scarlett and her plans that she has set for herself. So it's really good. I love this book. The cover is gorgeous. Are you kidding me? I think it's going to be a duet. The Monarchs is coming out maybe next year, but the cover for that is beautiful as well. I wait to get my hands on it, but I'm loving this book so far. If it interests you, pick it up. I love it. The next books that I bought for myself were the whole off-campus series. I just felt an urge to own them. I've already read these, so I'm not adding it to my physical TBR, thank God. But I wanted to own them. The covers are so beautiful. I love these new covers, way better than the other ones. And next, I really want to get the Briar U series. I've read all those except for the last one. And yeah, these are the next ones that I bought. The last book that I bought for myself was A Court of Silver Flames. If you missed it, I have a whole reading blog up for this. It's non-spoiler, so don't worry about being spoiled. But I love this book. This is definitely my favorite of all time. I'm just going to come out and say it's my favorite of all time. I love this book so much. It has such a special place in my heart. And it was such a ride reading this, and I kind of want to read it already. I keep saying this every day. I'm like, maybe I should pick this up. And I might do that again. So I got her. Next, we're going to go into some books that I recently got at the Little Free Library. So number one, we have a Sandra Brown, and this is Seeing Red. Sandra Brown writes romantic suspense, I believe. My mom used to read her when she was younger. So when I saw her at a Little Free Library, I was like, I am picking you up. And seeing if my mom had good taste or not. I am super intrigued to find out if I like Sandra Brown. It's kind of in bad condition, as you can see. The spine is kind of like stretched out. It's fine. But I'm very excited. This is about a TV journalist and something she gets involved in, and I'm so excited. I was so shook to see here. I found Legendborn by Tracy Dion. I have heard so much about this because Mayor for Mary Reads loves this book. And so when I saw it there, I was so shook and needed to get it. I think the person who runs a Little Free Library in the neighborhood next to mine is a big reader, because for some reason she always has like the newest, hottest books there. And I was so excited to see it. And I got her. It's beautiful. The thing that I got at a Little Free Library is Girl Wash Your Face by Rachel Hollis. Probably gonna return this. I just got excited because I recognize this book, and that's kind of rare at Little Free Libraries, so I had to pick it up, but I most likely am not gonna read this and might return it. Next book that I got was The Night Watchman by Louise Arrowrich. I don't know why I got this. I have no idea what it's about. Oh, like Toni Morrison, like Tolstoy, and like Steinbeck. Interesting. Oh, this might be a true story. I don't know about that, but I got The Night Watchman. I think the cover really spoke to me, and I picked it up. Then here we have I'm Not Dying With You Tonight by Gilly, Siegel, and Kimberly Jones. I actually had just heard about this book before I saw it at a Little Free Library, and I was intrigued by it, so I got it. Next book that I got, I am 100% returning at another Little Free Library. This is American Dirt by Janine Cummins. I seen the cover before so many times. That's why I decided to pick it up. But when I went on Goodreads and added to my TBR, I was reading the reviews, and apparently this book is not good, and apparently it's written by a white woman talking about experiences that she knows nothing about. So I'm not really interested in reading this anymore. I'm very surprised. Oprah's book club. I don't know what I'd get into if I read this book. I am really curious to read it, but I don't know. Somebody tell me the tea with this. I don't know exactly what's the tea on this book. So then I found The Flamethrowers by Rachel Kushner. I actually have seen this cover before, and it just looks so like fun, so rock and roll, so cult-like even. So I wanted to get it. I'm getting very much just like 70s off the rail vibes, you know? Then I found Waking the Witch by Pam Grossman. I'm kind of intrigued by witchcraft, if you couldn't tell right now, so I had to get her. Don't know exactly what it's about. What did I read that I was like, okay. Oh, Reflections on Women, Magic, and Power. Are you kidding me? Like, I had to get it, so I got it. Then I got Obviously by Akilah Hughes. I actually have never seen this woman before in my life. It is a memoir, and I'm intrigued to know who she is and what she has to write about, so I picked it up. Also found The Last House Guest by Megan Miranda. I knew the cover looked familiar, so I just decided to pick it up. This has very mixed reviews. Lots of people love it, lots of people hate it. I care to know where I fall on the scale because I love a good thriller. I found The Hunting Party by Lucy Foley. I hear Lucy Foley all the time. I think she wrote the guest list, I believe. So I picked this up because I recognized her name. And this is also a thriller, I believe. Oh, everyone's invited. Everyone's a suspect. This is the first time I ever read this tagline, but it sounds amazing. I don't know what it's about, but it looks good. So I got it. Now we're going to go over some of the books that were sent to me. These were all sent to me by Valentine PR. So thank you, Valentine PR. I'm so excited to dive into these. So number one, we have Dark House by Karina Halley. This is a true crime podcast-esque romance, I believe. I'm super intrigued by it and interested. So, or this could just be a complete thriller. I'm not really sure what it's about, but I'm excited for it. And then we have Dead of Night by Emily Goodwin. I actually heard of this book. I saw that it was free on Kindle, so I downloaded it, and then they sent this to me. It's a vampire romance, and it looks like so much fun, so I'm very excited to dive in. I have been in the mood for a vampire romance, so this will be the one that is read for sure. We also have Fear of Fire and Shadow by S. Young, or Samantha Young, I believe. I am so excited. This cover looks amazing. I'm getting fantasy romance vibes, and I'm ready for it, to say the least. And then last but not least, we have Black Tangled Harp here by Samantha Young, the same author of this one. And I think this is supposed to be a super emotional romance. I am so intrigued by it, and I can't wait to give it a try. So those are all the books that I've recently accumulated in the past 3 months. I was so excited to sit down and talk to you guys about them. I am trying so hard to get through my physical TBR. Actually, I'm not trying hard enough, but don't worry, you guys are going to go along on the journey with me. Look out for my video where it's the first episode of Can I Beat the Clock, where I try to read all of my physical TBR before 2021. My brother is featured in the first video, and he picked out my TBR for me. So I need to get through those books and get up the video. I am so excited for it. It should be so much fun, and yeah. So that is all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a big like and a comment down below, and also subscribe. If you enjoyed this video, it really helps support me and my channel. Subscribe to me. I usually make recommendation videos, but it's always bookish content. So if you love reading, if you love romance, if you love thrillers, subscribe. I'm here for you to subscribe to. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyways, that is all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.
If I got one thing right, it was you